awan Pynheh Children Hospital, awan Jylla di dokter kita. Di dawai tang sebenarnya ngala armet ya asal tu ba ini kita dawai jadi dokter kita itu kita rekam ya nanti tang sebenarnya yang ada don menu-menu kita buat penulis dawai ini dokter kita ya sawan Pynheh Children Hospital di dokter kita IVF kita kawan sisin sebenarnya gawati
Habai keran bikinong pathai kubor hadian belawai ke jingelang jangka kanhun menteri. Menteri rang ba ke Jylla konrad kongkal sangma ulong ba ke kanhun menteri kalashim mekarai ban peniat cakamat ban sedang ye hikam kijam ban Thied Jaka negabenta kakat lingsun Shillong Airport. Ban ke Sorkar kelarai ru ban pa ke jingbet na ke Directorate General of Civil Aviation. Hadian kakai pot sorjamin ke bakat do ke bapeni ke Jylla ban Pynheh ya kani kakat lingsun ban wan hiar ki lingsun ki bahe. Ulong bakalong ke bakongsan bandan ke jingi trelang na baro ban la ban pen urlong yang ke jing temu kenang ban la ban ra ke jing kala ha ke Jylla. Ha ke bedai bat ke Baljek Airport Menteri rang ba ulu pentip ba ke jing kran ban Thied Jaka ban Pynheh ke Baljek Airport ru kalaya cakamat. Kajing itu ke Jaka da ketenat revenue ke office Deputy Commissioner ru kalaya cakamat bat gledap ai ke kaipot ke Beningkong. Henry Airports Authority of India kamsyam lohun satya ya kini ke kaipot kumta ke jing ben ke kaipot ke bapnia kalaya cakamat menta.
As you are aware that we have been facing a large number of challenges and previous technical reports had made it quite difficult for us to actually go into the feasibility of expanding the airport. But after doing a study which was sanctioned by the state government last year to do a LIDAR survey of the entire area around the airport, about 20 square kilometers was studied. And this is of course being done with Airport Authority of India on board. We are happy to inform that we have been able to come out with few options where in the existing airport itself we should be able to extend the runway, which would make it feasible for at least the Airbus A320 and the Boeing 737. 737 is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Boeing 737, which is about 180, 170 seater aircrafts. In layman's term, basically the Indigo flights and the SpiceJet flights that we normally take. So this particular study and this particular master plan and this implementation should allow us to make the landing of these aircrafts feasible in the existing airport that we have. Of course, there are certain more clearances that are required. Further discussions have to be done with Government of India, especially with DGCA and the Civil Aviation Ministry. So we are on the job. It is still at, you can say, the process and the planning stage is still on. But the initial report that we have seen today from the Transport Department is very encouraging and very positive. And we are hopeful that we should be able to take this forward. But as I said, that I will not jump the gun right now. We will only come out with a detailed press note and all the facts once we are able to clear all the clearances and meetings with the DGCA and the Civil Aviation Ministry. But since this was in the agenda and since we discussed this and since it's a positive news for all of us, I thought I would share this with you that after the meeting we had, we are quite hopeful that we should be able to extend the runway, and we're hopeful that if all the different aspects fall into place, we should be able to land the normal commercial flights, which is normally the A320 and the Boeing 737 in the existing airport.
Hagawai pat kaliang ukonrat kongkal sangma ulong bagi Sorkar kala Mynjur ke jing terwa ban bono dagi QR code ya kimar boper baladia dak tenat excise. Ulong bagani kenerap bagi ban bot dia ke jing peniat jing bitor kenang bantip ya dan kanu ke jinglat bean jaka khajna. Bat ulapan pau ke jing kemi lenti bagani ke senjam kan kentiu ha pedeng san bat shipo nak shispa kajing penmi kajna bat kajing tem kajing lat bian ki kajna dak bapendan kam ya ka QR code ukon rat kongkal sangma ulo ongru bak sorkar kala Mynjur kajing terwa ban aino dak ka composite license shagi hotel ban bo ya ka bar ne ka Jaka shong di kiat amar kumbalong brush kata la dak hotel garan South League bar la ne South League restaurant ken hab ban shim hado South League ki license.
The first rule that we have changed and provisions that we have brought in is for the concept of what we call a composite license. This is being done in view of the different hotels and especially the five-star hotels that have come up and that are going to come up in the future to give it a more structured system. Earlier, the licenses that were given to the different hotels were based on the restaurant or the bars, which means that if a particular hotel had 4 bars or 4 restaurants, then they would have to take 4 different licenses for each of these different restaurants or bars if they wanted to serve license. So the idea is to give one composite license to the entire entity so that they don't have to apply for separate licenses. And obviously the charges for these are going to be higher compared to the normal bar licenses, and that is the amendment that was proposed today by the Excise Department, and we have cleared that. And so the proposal for composite license for hotels has been cleared today by the Cabinet. Also, we have cleared the proposal by the Excise Department to have a QR code based tracking system for the different products being sold by the Excise Department, which basically in simple terms means that every bottle that is going to be sold in Meghalaya is going to have a QR code tracking QR code on it. This will help us to track the entire journey or whatever you call it of the bottle, so that we know exactly where it had, which shop it was supposed to be sold, if there is any leakage in the system. So we'll be able to track this entire system, and we are expecting that this will have anything between 5% to 10% of impact on the overall revenue, and the leakage that we are seeing in today's system will be plugged by the use of the QR code technology. And this is one thing that we have been wanting to implement in the Excise Department, and we are happy that today this has been cleared by and approved by the Cabinet, and we'll take this forward.